There is nothing more painful in esports and online gaming than losing a game that you were certainly 100% not supposed to lose in any way. In StarCraft 2 history, there were such examples, as with Hydra and hallucinated Void Rays, or as with Solar and the nuke that hit his whole army.
He's trying to get that shot, it does land! He gets all the Brood Lords! What? Oh my!
However, sometimes the loss feels so unbelievable, it's just a gut-wrenching experience, both for the player and even for the fans and viewers. Today we'll take a look at the most crazy comeback that should have never ever happened in StarCraft 2. The story took place in 2016 during WCS Spring, which was held in France. In round of 32, Polt, the South Korean team with a long record of achievements, faced a rather unknown but still promising Russian underdog nicknamed Strange. The odds were in Polt's favor, but Strange had been rapidly improving and it could have been his breakthrough year. However, nobody really knew him and his playstyle.
Down here in the bottom right, our Protoss player, he is Strange.
And it is strange to cast a Russian player on a stage like this that is not happy. This is a play that I'm not super familiar with.
He's trying to micro this and pick up the weakened adepts. Is it going to be enough damage? The SCDs are not here to help out, and I think he might be able to do it, Roddy.
I think he is doing it, Nick. In game number 1, the Russian underdog, Strange, he's going to be able to cancel combat shield there, I believe. Yes, he does. 2 Liberators are on the way, but that's way too late. This is terrifying. 1 more Liberator is getting picked off. Does Polt have to sacrifice his fort base over here, or is he going to fight?
You know, it's funny you're saying normally the Stalkers don't work, but he's got so many Liberators and so few medevacs. I guess he actually can get in right underneath them, like we see right here, and start to take them out. Nicely done.
Couple of adepts in the mix as well, helping out a lot.
I think he's dead.
Wow, is this actually? I cannot believe it.
I can't believe this, man.
Strange was in such a bad position as well. This is not off the back of a great Dark Templar harass. Strange was fighting an uphill battle and he has turned this game around.
Yeah, if he gets these Liberators, I think that would be GG. This is crazy, man. Yeah, there it is.
All of a sudden, Polt was on the brink of elimination. The third game seemed hopeless as well, as Polt was literally pinned on his bases, being constantly pressured by Strange. He was beaten in the corner of his ring, but Strange did not anticipate a counterattack from his opponent.
Let's not forget, if he would force the fight right now, he doesn't know this, Nick, but we know. There are 4 medevacs full of units in the south side of the map. This is kind of a doom drop. It's gonna kill absolutely everything in the main unless he recalls. But if he can do something about the fort base, I would say that's a trade I'm willing to make.
I agree.
Lose my empty main to deny the active fort. Like, you want to make that trade, but he's gotta go and he cannot fight these Liberators. He has to go here.
Looks like we're about to have this start up. Okay, interesting. He's going to go for the only remaining base here. So he's actually peeking with the Adepts and identifying that...
this is going to get crazy, Nick.
Yeah, this is going to be pretty wild. So the attack's also happening over here. Both players are hitting each other at once. The Planetary's getting low. The Planetary does go down.
And at the same time, the fort base of Strange is probably going to be taken out as well, but there are Protoss units in the main base. These Adepts are actually shooting at a depot, so these Marines and Marauders clean this up with ease. In the end, I guess that's a good trade for Polt, because Polt can float over this Orbital or the Orbital of his main, and then still land and try to retake his fort base. But right now, Polt probably has like 0 income. Well, he has this. But the same can be said for Strange, who's actually going to lose his third base as well.
Okay, he's going to come up here. Remember, this army, it's very important that Polt keeps us alive for as long as possible. Can he get in here with some good blinks? Where are the Stalkers? Not in the right spot. Not in the right spot. Polt going to the northeast right now.
But maybe one choice can be like sort of semi-bad, and I can kill the Liberators and win the fight with my Adepts on the ground. Like, but he needs to go fast. If Polt starts mining of this fort base, it's all ogre because he's not rebuilding his Nexus, so he's got to go.
All right, he's coming in right now. Can he make this attack work? A beautiful arc here right now from Polt. The Liberation Zones go down.
In the fourth game, Polt seized the initiative and caught Strange by surprise.
All right, he's going in the main now. Does not see it with the pro. Oh, okay, he sees just the edge of it. And that's enough time. Protoss is going to start to come up here.
Yeah, but it's kind of bad though. This is bad. Oh my god, that Widowmine. It's very bad for Strange. This game could end over here.
Yeah, he actually does not have a balanced enough army. There it is. GG, that was short.
Now it all came down to the last map. It was already an amazing series, but the last map turned out to be super rusty and back and forth. Eventually, both players went for an insane base trade.
They're hidden, Roddy. This is sick.
Polt is probably very worried right now because he goes into the main base and he's like, what?
Why you have Stargates? What?
Yeah, what does that mean for me? Polt and Overcharge. No energy left on these medevacts. Are these the
Oh
only
man,
medevacts?
yeah, you're right. Every time he stims, he's gonna burn through his health.
I think Strange is going to try to make a hold over here. Void Rays show up and do pick up one of these Liberators immediately. Second one does get picked up as well. If he gets the medevacts, that means that this army of Polt is trapped. He got 3 Liberators.
Yeah, he needs to actually get those medevacts, man. That was really nicely done. The Adepts are coming up. I don't know if, I think he might be overextended if he does this here.
I would wait, Strange. Like, you did great so far. Just wait and analyze the situation. Like, recharge your shields, right? And figure out what's the best way to go about it.
He should actually poke those medevacts, man.
Yeah.
Because he can make a Nexus down there and he's fine. Oh, you know what? He's going to send the probes around and make it, I think, in the center left.
Okay, he's going to counterattack. What is there at home? Oh, that's actually a pretty big army.
Yeah, that's formidable. All right,
That's it finished.
shave off some of those Marines.
That's nice.
That's something, man.
Yeah.
Every unit counts right now.
Okay, he rebuilt his base as well. That's a very unpleasant message for Polt. Ooh, Polt sieges up. Avoid him. Yeah, he's going to blink.
He's going to go for it. The Adepts are coming in. He's targeting it down with the Void Rays. Are there enough Liberators to actually hold off this ground army? He's done some great ship clicking right there.
there's no more Marines left.
Unreal. I think it's possible that Polt's going to lose this series.
I mean, Polt still has a big army at home, but this was a pretty big loss for Polt. 66 army supply right now against 70. It was 130 against 110 before this fight. Another forward blink. Every unit he picks up right now is a unit that Polt cannot reproduce.
Now let's not forget,
okay, careful,
though.
careful.
Yeah.
You gotta back off.
Yeah. If he overextends here, he's in trouble. He's making one Nexus. That is a mystery right now as to where that is here for Polt, but you do not want to overextend here.
Oh, don't fight in those liberation zones.
Liberators are not nimble units. You can buy a lot of time.
What a sick series. Of course, the hard thing for Strange is Strange doesn't know if Polt has like a hidden base somewhere around the map. But he doesn't. We know he doesn't. And I guess the fact that all these SFVs are here kind of gives that idea away.
Yeah, I mean, the SVs would not have been there for that long.
So sick. What a series. Every game here gets another Marine. As silly as this sounds,
he's like, no one leaves here
big off
alive.
I think he's going to jump on this army immediately. He's like, all right, if you get my Nexus, I'm going to go for your army.
All right, here we go. He's got the Void Rays coming in here right now. So much damage being done. The Liberators are going down right now as well. And it does not look like he's going to be able to defend this, but does he have another probe? I think he only has one other probe on the map,
yeah,
right?
And Polt is looking for it, and Polt, oh my god, this probe structures. One assimilator right now. Strange, you gotta build. Okay, he won this fight, that's safe, and now it's safe to say that he will never lose a straight-up engagement. Strange, you gotta build something. Straight, okay,
Oh,
he builds
it's
a
just piling
pylon.
up there. Okay, that means he doesn't have enough money for a Nexus.
Oh
He does
my
not
God.
have enough money for a Nexus.
But he has enough money for a few more buildings, and he needs to build another. Okay, he built another pylon. There are marauders on the hunt over here for these pylons. Strange, you gotta build a building that's actually safe.
He's gotta get up
This
there.
is all
Okay, this one's gonna go down. He might want to cancel. Get another one down just in time.
Oh my god, this is actually the closest ending to a best of 5 that I have ever seen in my life.
Is there a possibility of a draw here? Is that actually...
It is an option, but I think Strange has the tools to win this game.
However, the base trade ended unfavorably for Polt, who now had twice less army supply. Nevertheless, both players were still stuck between a rock and a hard place, and it was tough to move out to engage, as you could simply lose your remaining buildings and thus lose the game. For Polt, there was actually one way to cause a draw: snipe all the Void Rays and just fly with one building to the corner, preventing Stalkers from reaching it.
I think Strange is about to win.
All right, Strange is going to try to come in here now. Remember, that factory is not going to move fast. If he loses that, the game's over.
He's gonna bring everything, Nick. Tasteless. He's gonna go for it.
He's going for it. He's going for it. Get the factory. Get the factory.
He's not gonna go for the factory. He's going for the army instead. What? Okay, well now he can go for the factory.
All right, he's going for it. He's got to get that in the red. It's going to burn down. The game's going to be over. And he's in pursuit right now.
He's winning the fight and he's killing the factory at the same time. This is it. One of the biggest upsets I've seen in years. Polt is going to be eliminated.
He's coming down now. He's going to try to stem and save it before it goes into the red. He's going to go to the red. He manages to keep it in the orange. Oh my god. Ow! And he gets the medevac.
That's it. I mean, 5 Marines. How are 5 Marines ever going to kill 2 assimilators?
But after the dust settled, this is how the endgame army supply looked. It was absolutely clear that there would be no chance for Polt to win this game. Even if Strange splits his army, there is still a high chance for Polt to just lose the battle. The only hope was catching the Void Rays. This fight cemented Strange's confidence, and he could march across the map to claim his victory, which he actually did. But something strange happened.
That's why Polt is just like kind of like how do you say that? You know, bringing the factory to safety.
Yeah. Okay, he's going to keep
Escort
this
it.
over
That's
here.
what I was trying to say. He's trying to escort the factory into safety.
All right, here we go. Oh!
No!
What? No!
No! What?
No! No! What just happened?
No way!
No!
Did it take too long? Did like not enough stuff die? What?
I don't know.
Why was there
I don't
no
know.
warning of this? This is... yeah, I think like there's an X amount of time that something has to die.
The game suddenly ended in a tie, which is a game rule in StarCraft 2. The conditions are quite harsh, and killing a unit would not reset the timer, because this rule was implemented to counter free units from the Zerg race, and according to tournament rules, a rematch was bound to happen.
I think it's over.
It has ended.
I think it's over, man. He's got the DTs out here. Let's look at the minerals, right? It's 42 for Strange, 285.
There is, like the biggest thing is there's mining potential for Polt, so...
Yeah, well, that's the biggest thing, is he can actually drop mules. He scans, takes out that DT.
Oh my god, what a series. Where's the SCB? He's over here. But it doesn't really matter, he can always start mining.
He just guns down those DTs. That makes it 1 DT.
The whole series was absolutely amazing, but Map 5 caused a big discussion in the StarCraft 2 community. Strange was just 1 inch away from taking his victory, and yet it seemed like Polt just had a plot armor that stopped the Protoss player from succeeding. The community felt really salty about Polt's victory as well, because it felt like it was undeserved and Strange would have acted differently if he knew about the draw timer. However, on the contrary to the popular belief, it was only a problem for casters and casters overlay, while players could actually see the tie timer in the game. You can actually notice that when there was a view from Polt's perspective. To this day, this series remains the most insane comeback that ever happened in StarCraft 2. There were 0 chances for Polt to win in that game at that point, and yet he ripped that victory from Strange's hands after this tie in the following map. One question remains though, was there actually a way how Strange could have played it differently? He of course could have tried to be more bold with his army movements and engagements, but he didn't really know the whole picture as the viewers and casters did. He was patient and careful, but he just needed a couple of extra seconds to advance to the next round. And that's it for this sad story. If you enjoyed this one, you might also like our story about Stardust. Check it out. Have a nice day and see you next time.